Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I was told that they couldn't hear me, so I had to redo it. Um, Hopefully, you guys can hear me now. Um, Let me make the proper what you call it to get you guys on here. Um, okay. Let everybody know I'm live. So, what I was trying to say earlier and whatnot was that I have been getting downloads all day yesterday because we are dealing with the full pink moon in Libra, and Venus is in Gemini, and Venus deals with business, Venus deals with money, Venus deals with relationships, not just love relationships, but just relationships, period, like between mother, daughter, father, daughter, father, son, you know what I'm saying? Two friends. Well, Libra deals with justice and balance and also deals with relationships. And I feel like everybody being in the house right now or being quarantined or at least being restricted in their movements has made us all have to look at the people we're around, look at the people we call friends, and most importantly, look at ourselves. Another important one is not just looking at ourselves, I'm sorry, is also looking at our business. Like, a lot of us have to file for unemployment. We have to come up with different ways to continue to make money. A lot of us are creating our own jobs for ourselves now. So I want to more so go into the business right now and go into the other ones later. But as far as business, I had to look at my business relationships. And I was like, they're growing. Of course, it will always be like a couple of hiccups, but my business relationships are growing. And a lot of that is due to my communication, my ability to take constructive criticism, um, to accept feedback, and to cultivate my business. Like a friend told me yesterday, my business are my babies. Babies take 9 months to cultivate. Not saying that it had to take that long, but they take time. And after they're born, it doesn't just stop taking time. You still have to, you know, love it and grow it and be there for it. You can't just let it go after giving birth to your business. Like, it takes hard work. It's very rewarding, but it takes hard work. Being that we're in this full moon, I ask that you guys look at your business and what are some things about your business that you need to let go of. Like, if there a product that doesn't do well, that you could start saving money on getting the supplies for it if you take it off and just revamp it later. How is your customer service with your clients? Do you communicate well? Do you Are you mean? Are you snappy? Are you very sarcastic with your clients? Um, are you personable? Like, do your clients feel like, yes, this is business, but this is a business that I really love because they treat me like a person? Are you treating your clients the way you want to be treated by another business? These are some things that you want to think about at this time during this full moon. Hey, Nita. This is things that you want to look at this time during this full moon, because to bring in your blessings, you have to get rid of things that no longer serve you. And this goes across the board. So now you're looking at your business and you're like, okay, I'm good on this, I'm good on this, and I'm good on this. Are there any personal habits that get in the way of your business, though, that you need to get rid of? Are there any mental habits that you could fix or try to get rid of, or get rid of? I'm not going to say try because we do, that you could get rid of that would enhance and improve your business? Our businesses are all a reflection of who we are, especially small businesses. Small business owners, we start our businesses as a reflection of things we love doing or things that, mean something to us or matter to us. So, of course, our personal characteristics can leak into our business, which is not necessarily bad. But are those personal characteristics something that is hindering your business, or is it actually like giving something giving something to your business, giving something good, like putting something beautiful into your business? Okay. So that's what I wanted to say about business as far as the full moon in Libra. Balance your business with your personal, but remember that your personal characteristics can leak into your business. You want to make sure that any of those characteristics that are leaked in are for the improvement and enhancement of your business. So you want to get rid of any behaviors or characteristics that would affect your business negatively. And like I said, if you have products that aren't selling, that don't do well, that you could probably, get rid of right now so that you can revamp or save money on ingredients, it's okay, do it. Now, if people start demanding that you bring it back, then yeah, like go ahead and revamp it then. Or let them know, hey, I'll be bringing it back out at this time. Build up a demand for it. Okay. Again, I know this is a live, but don't forget to like, share if you feel like people will need this information. Um, Comment, hit the notification bell. It's very much appreciated. Thank you guys for all the support. Now, moving on. So, um, also relationships. So I'm gonna give y'all an example of some stuff because I had to go through something yesterday that was like weird. So I know of someone and I didn't do something for them in a timely manner, or I didn't get back to them in what they felt was a timely manner. But instead of them asking, was everything okay? They immediately, I am not a person that wants to go back and forth to argue. I don't argue. I don't do any of that. So instead of arguing with a person that had already had a preconceived notion about why I didn't respond, and mind you, they said some things that was like, yeah, you probably feel stupid now because now you know what was actually going on. I just had to delete and block them. And this goes into personal life. You're going to have to delete and block people. Evaluate your relationships right now. A lot of people are asking me, how do I bring in my blessings with this full moon? You bring in your blessings by taking out what doesn't serve you. A lot of these friendships that y'all are saying are friendships are not friendships. They're not even for you. They're using you for what you have and what you can give them. But please believe, once you start giving, stop giving to them, they won't be there like that. They won't. Are you keeping these relationships because they're familiar to you? Because we do that. We will stay in a relationship. We will stay in something, a job, a friendship, a romantic relationship, situation because it's familiar to us. Because we don't want to deal with something new. If you want your blessings, you're going to have to take the risk and deal with something new. You can't keep people in your energy that is messing with you, that is draining you, that is parasitic. And we all do it all the time. Being in a parasitic relationship just harms you because you're the one being fed off of. So if you want to bring in your blessings, reevaluate your relationships. If the relationships are good and it's symbiotic and everybody is getting something from it, cool. That is great. That is good. That is what you want. Keep that because that relationship or those relationships will help bring in your blessings. I feel like sometimes we overthink things. And I say that because while people are asking me how to bring in their blessings, they're overthinking the simplest things. Starting out, you don't want to overwork your brain. This does not have to be complicated. Sorry, my dog. This does not have to be complicated at all. Not one bit. Now, I will say getting rid of friends, if they've been your friends for a long period of time, like y'all are, y'all been friends for 15 years. But when you look back on the relationship, this person belittles you. Sometimes they make you feel less than. They make you feel like you're too needy. You need to reevaluate that because your friends should be able to be honest with you. They should be able to tell you about yourself, but they should be able to do it in a way where you know it's coming from a loving standpoint. If you feel some type of way, that's a red flag. You're only holding on to that friendship because it's like a 15 plus year friendship. You can find somebody tomorrow that's amazing. You can find somebody tomorrow that's amazing and they have better intentions for you than a friend from 15 years ago. And I know people have heard that. So this moon is telling you to look at these friendships. Are they really serving you or are they harming you? Are you allowing yourself to be fed on by these parasitic people? Are you allowing yourself to be used? That's not fair. Don't allow yourself to be used. You are worth more than that. I shouldn't believe that more than you. And I say that to my clients all the time. I shouldn't believe in you more than you believe in yourself. So reevaluate these friendships. Think twice. Really look at them. Like it's not going to be conducive to you later because then later on you'll be like, I really should have, I really should have gotten rid of these people or did something different or at least spoke up for myself when I should have. Cage, 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 cage. Sorry guys, my dog is being the most right now. Um, so your relationships with your friends, your relationships with your significant other needs to be balanced out. Hey sis, Your relationships need to be balanced out. If you're in a romantic relationship and you find that get rid of a relationship, but if the pros and cons are imbalanced and the cons weigh more, like are outweighing the pros, reevaluate that relationship. This goes for men and women. Because sometimes as women, we will be condescending in public to our men. You may not want to be or think you are, but you are. And if the roles were reversed, you know how we are. We would be upset. So that also goes into, you know, checking your relationship with yourself. Because a lot of us have had to look in the mirror over and over again. What are you seeing when you look in the mirror? Are you happy with who you see in the mirror? And when I ask this question, I always have to say, don't be superficial. You need to dig deep. Because some of us will be like, yeah, I like who's in the mirror. She pretty, she fly, she a boss. That. Nah, Slim. No. I need you to go deeper than that. The actions that you are performing in your everyday life, are they a reflection of who you really are? Or a reflection of who you're trying to be? Or a reflection of who you want the outside world to think you are? And I really feel like this moon in Libra is really pushing towards us looking at ourselves, like really looking at ourselves and our business. Yes, with the relationships with others, but I just feel like I just feel like the the importance that I got was on business and on ourselves. I'll go back to business in a second because I got something else from that. But we tend to wear a mask so much that we forget what we look like. We forget who we are. We forget what we stand for. We forget what we're worth. Not only that, we end up trying to become what other people want us to be. There's nothing wrong. I don't know why it got dark on me. Okay. There's nothing wrong with being inspired to become something and working towards that. But working towards that means that you genuinely start to embody those traits if you don't already. And it doesn't happen overnight. Embodying those traits take time and practice. And I say practice because those traits, any trait has a trigger. Being nice has a trigger because sometimes people will run you over and you might be tired of it. Being mean has a trigger. You can't be mean to everybody because then you're going to be blocked off from everybody. And ain't nobody going to mess with you. Ain't nobody going to care about you. If you want your blessings so bad, look at yourself in the mirror without your mask, without all of that stuff. Take off the makeup, like, not literally if you don't want to, but just, you know what I mean, figuratively. Take off the makeup and really look at yourself. I am in no way claiming to be perfect because I look at myself in the mirror and I have to really talk to myself and be like, okay, I know that I do this. So what am I doing to work on that? Me and my mom had an issue the other day and things were said that hurt my feelings. So now I have to look at myself and be like, I'm not healed from this because I know this stems from my childhood. But that's something that I need to fix. It's not something that my mom needs to fix. It's something that I need to fix. My mom is a great mom. My mom is very accepting of me and very loving of everything I do. But just because she said something or didn't agree with me, it triggered me. That is my personal problem that I need to work on. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down how I felt, write down why I felt I needed her validation, and I'm going to burn it. I'm going to burn it in my fire pit. And I'm going to release that feeling. I'm going to release that emotion. I don't need it. The only validation I need is me. My mom is a great blueprint to me, but my core and who I am is uniquely me. Uniquely me. So when I do my work for the full moon, because the energy for this full moon goes on until the 10th, that is one of the things that I am going to address within myself. Like, I can't continue needing this validation from her. This is a part of shadow work. What I'm describing is a part of shadow work. I found the root of my trigger because I know where it comes from. I've acknowledged that it's there, and now I'm going to fix it. I'm not going to keep on getting upset about it. I'm not going to stress myself out. I'm going to fix it. And this goes into being in a house with other people if you're quarantined. I've heard so many people talking about finding out things about the people that they're staying with, living with, however you're doing it. And they're just like, oh my gosh, is that really something in them or is that something in you? Are you seeing with these relationships that this person is not who they said they were? That they were faking it this whole time just to get you, and now that they got you, they just doing whatever? Or did you put a persona or a mask on this person yourself because of what potential they had? And now you're realizing that looking at them, y'all get where I'm going? Looking at them, they are someone else. Not necessarily a bad someone else, but they're not the someone that you put the mask on. You thought that their potential would come out by putting a mask on them that you made. No. And that goes for friendships, that goes for any type of relationship, not just romantic. Evaluate your relationships. What is it that needs to be removed or improved for you to receive your blessings? You don't just get blessings because you're here on earth. You work for them, just like you worked out to get the body you wanted. You woke up so that you could see the sun or see the stars or see the moon or eat some breakfast. You put in work for that. And when it comes to business relationships, some of you, some of us are only in these business relationships out of greed. Greed. You want your blessings? Check your greed. Exactly, Nita. You're right. Some of us are in here in business for greed, just to make us look good, just to be seen or get attention. And I get it. Like, at some point in life, we've all wanted attention. I be wanting attention from my dog. He be wanting attention from me. I'll be wanting attention from my mom. I go downstairs to my mom, like I've been doing.
And I go down there and I look at her and I stare at her face until she pays me attention. And then you know what I do? I give her a hug and I tell her I love her. And I take my ass right back upstairs. Like out the way. So attention is not bad, but what is really your underlying motive? Because if you're not paying attention, a lot of these businesses are falling because their underlying motive was greed. They did not care about their customers and clients. Their customers and clients are now in a space where they need help, but these businesses need more help than we do because they need us to keep going just like we need them. And in this time, a lot of us are finding that we can create a business, that we have the power to be an entrepreneur, that we have the ability to create a business relationship. So if you want your blessings, right now is the time for you to get rid of things that would harm the birthing of your business, that would harm the conception, the procreation of your business. You want to get rid of anything that may be parasitic to your business, whether it's your personal characteristics going pouring into your business that's becoming toxic or parasitic or whatever, or people's outside opinion. Yes, reviews and things like that matter, but there will be people that will downplay your business and who you are and what you do because they are jealous of you and your business. And it is not always wise to do business with everybody. Trust your instincts. Some of these business relationships y'all are in, you're on the losing end. You're on the short end of the stick. Or you both are on the short end of the stick because this is not working. And neither one of you want to quit, or you don't want to quit because you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. Y'all don't want to hurt each other's feelings. Y'all feel like y'all have nothing else. You feel like you have nothing else. That's a lack of belief in yourself and your business. Baby, you need to be banishing that. You need to be getting rid of that. You need to find balance. You need to cultivate that justice within yourself for your personal and for your business. You can't have people and things treating you wrong and being okay with it. Your blessings don't come with you being a punching bag. Your blessings don't come with you just sitting there because you don't want to hurt someone's feelings that something isn't going right or that you're about to go on unfamiliar territory if you say something. And all of this goes back into chakras. Because if you're not saying what you need to say, you're not doing what you need to do, you know it's blocked. At least one of them is your throat. And if you can't trust yourself and believe in yourself, your root. Am I making sense to y'all? Are these downloads coming out to y'all the way they came out to me? Like, know your importance. Be aware of it. Know your weaknesses. Know your strengths. And maneuver all of it to work in your favor personally and business wise. So, this pink moon, in this time that we're in, it is giving you an opportunity to change things. Are you going to change things or are you going to sit there and ask, when am I getting my blessing? Because, baby, your blessings will come when you put that work in. And if you've been putting that work in, you just wait. That's it. You just gotta wait a little bit longer, just a little bit longer. The food ain't finished cooking yet. You got a couple more minutes in on the oven. I mean, in the oven or on the stove. My bad. You got a couple more minutes. You ain't finished cooking yet. So I ain't gonna keep y'all too much longer. I just wanted to give you that download. I want y'all to really think on what I said, especially about yourself personally. It is a hard truth to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, am I really who I am? Who I say I am? Who I'm portraying I am? And there's nothing wrong with building towards the person you want to be. But there's extremes to that. And I feel like a lot of us now have to see ourselves for who we are. And before you let that depression, anxiety, and stress hit you, when you finally realize that you've had this mask on and this is not who you are, this is not what you want, there's so much you need to get rid of. Don't let that make you get to that point. You get your paper, you get your pen, you write it down. If you are a water sign, use water and flush flush your intentions. Flush what you wrote down about yourself that you want to get rid of. Flush it down the toilet. Or if you have access to a stream, send it down the river. If you're a fire sign, burn it. I have fire in my chart, so I like to burn. Fire and water is my thing. If you're an earth sign, bury it. If you're a wind sign, you can burn it and give the ashes to the winds. Like y'all got ways to do this. Don't let that depression hit you. I understand the time that we are in makes it so hard. But y'all got so much to give. Y'all got so many blessings coming that being in that mind state will just block it, keep it from coming, or make it trickle instead of be a waterfall. I do too. So with that, as I said earlier, guys, like this video, share this video with, who you feel like needs to hear this. If you know somebody got a mask on, somebody, and their business isn't doing the best because they might be having bad business practices with other people they need to get rid of. And subscribe to my channel because I'll be doing more of this. I'll be doing so much more. I'll be giving out so many things that I can, as much as I can give you. And if you haven't done it, there's a notification bell. It looks like a little bell, and then you press it, and then every time I come on, it'll say, "Hey, Tarot is on." It'll say Persia Redz on. It'll say Redz on. Boy, you'll be like, "Oh, let me go tiptoe and see what she talking about. What she got going on? What you got to say, girl?" And I'm gonna be like, "Hey, boobs, this what we talking about." So I hope y'all really enjoyed this day. As you can see, the sun is out and beaming and beautiful. Beautiful. And I wish y'all the very best. Happy, magical pink moon, full moon in Libra. Uh, okay, I had a brain fart. I was going to say something else that was really cute, but it kind of left me. So, yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. I love you guys. Have an amazing day and be in your magic. Don't stay too far in your head and just know how special you are.